Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Demi. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Welcome if you are new. Today I'm going to talk about something a little different than I normally talk about. So fair warning, what I'm about to tell you works extremely well. And number one, I want to say don't play with anybody's heart. Like I never play games with anyone. I think it's really important to be honest and truthful and kind to everybody. And that's what I want in return. So that's always what I give out. But that said, I think everyone should hold themselves to these standards and, act this way in relationships. But when you do, you're gonna have men chasing after you. After these last couple of videos I posted, I mean, I always have people in my inbox, but it's it's even worse now, y'all. And I even have some ex-boyfriends who've created fake accounts to comment and follow multiple of my accounts. I have legit stalkers. It is out of hand. So yeah, just know that these tactics work really well. Don't act this way or use them on anyone if you don't want them obsessed with you. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so the number one thing I have to advise you is get a life. Like have goals and chase your goals. Part of the reason that I'm single is because I'm so focused on what I do want and just staying in alignment with myself and my true desires and goals. When you have a goal, you're working towards something. You're building yourself to your best self. And as you fall in love with yourself and your life and you're happy, following your goals and what you want to do, pursuing what you want, then you're going to be attracting somebody with that same energy. And if you think about it, like you don't want to date somebody who doesn't have goals, somebody who's not going somewhere in life, who, doesn't align to the future that you desire. It's a turn on when somebody has goals and is working towards those goals, and when you're not the only focus in their life. So I talked about codependency in the last video. I have been the only focus in multiple people's lives, and it is gross. Like, people become so clingy and obsessive, and like, get a life. Get a life. It's a turnoff. So that's my number one tip. Like, get a life, and don't be too available. Even if you do like somebody, like, you have to keep on doing things that make you happy and keep you in alignment with yourself, because if you lose them, are you just going to crumble apart and like lose yourself? No. Like, yes, I've gone through these heartbreaks. Yes, I talked about the contrast of experience, but I'm not sitting around crying about it. Like, I'm happy. I'm still pursuing my goals. Like, now I'm at this point in my life where nobody can really take me that far out of alignment that I'm going to be like, oh my God, I can't live without them. Like, no, I got me. So fall in love with your life, fall in love with yourself. And even if you do start pursuing a relationship or talking to somebody, don't be too available. Don't dedicate your entire schedule to them and put off all these things that you want to do for yourself. You got to still stay focused on you, and that is the same when you get into a relationship. Like, I think that's the number one thing I see people doing, is being so codependent that they like get rid of all their friends and quit pursuing their goals and just focus all of their attention on each other, and they can't go anywhere without each other. Like, those couples. Don't be that way. That you're not going to have a healthy relationship, you're not going to be happy, and that's the whole reason why you want a relationship in the first place, is so that you can be happy. So to attract somebody happy, to attract a happy relationship, you have to keep you happy. You have to be in alignment with you. If you are talking to somebody or in a relationship that's rocky, you can change the dynamics of that relationship by changing the way that you feel about yourself and using law of assumption to assume that they now feel differently about you. So figure out, first of all, make yourself happy, get into alignment with yourself, figure out what it is that you want, start pursuing your goals, start working on you. Like, I know when I break up with people, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna dress cute, I'm gonna do my makeup, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna go outside, like, I'm gonna hang out with my friends, I'm gonna do things that make me feel good, so that I'm like, oh yeah, I remember who I am, you know. And when you get to that point, then they're like, oh my God, I miss you. Like, that's the person that they were attracted to in the first place. Because usually when you get into a relationship, you're like single and happy doing your thing, and then you attract this person, and then you might change your energy to focus on them, which is codependency. But if you do that, you know, it can bring you out of alignment, and then they're not attracted to you. But if you get back into alignment, it is never too late. Like, I have seen so many scenarios where somebody is blocked, and literally just by changing your energy and saying like, they're gonna come back to me, like, they're obsessed with me, everyone always comes back. They literally always come back. They always come back. There are no exceptions. So don't ever worry about losing anybody, because when you're in alignment with yourself, you're a magnet. Everybody wants. Here's my next tip. Love yourself so much that you tell yourself all the time, like, everybody wants me, like, I am that bitch, like, they all want me, I'm so pretty, I'm so smart, I'm so successful, I know what I want, I'm so confident, like, I'm so cute, I have the cutest clothes, I have the best taste, like, everybody wants me, everybody wants what I have. When you walk around like that, you literally give off this magnetism. Like, it's the most attractive energy when you love yourself, you're happy with yourself, and you're confident with yourself. Other people are like, oh my God. Like, I don't know if it's just a subconscious belief that I have or what, but like, I when I walk into a room, every guy looks at me. Like, I don't know if I've ever met a man who was not attracted to me. Like, maybe I've had contrast with them and I've acted insecure and then they're not attracted to me. But initially, when I meet somebody, I don't know if I've ever met somebody who's not attracted to me. That's going to sound conceited, whatever, but it's true. It doesn't matter how you look, it matters how you feel. How you feel about yourself is your attraction point, and it's your attraction point for everybody else too. So if you're like, I know that they all want me, I know that I'm super, super attractive, trust me, they all want you. That's how it works. And this is for men and women alike. If you feel that confidence and you are sure of yourself and you're happy with yourself in your life, everybody else wants that. That's what's attractive. You have to have goals, you have to know yourself, love yourself, be confident. Everybody wants that. You're like a magnet. And one more thing, especially from a female perspective, I believe that men do like the chase, and to be honest, I like to be chased. So if, say that I were on a dating app, which I'm not anymore, but I have been on dating apps. If I'm on a dating app and I match with somebody and they don't message me, I'm not going to message them. I want to be pursued. I am the female. I want to be pursued. If you're not manly enough to do that, you're not in alignment with me. That's not a match for me. That's not what I want. If you if you're a female and you're constantly messaging that person first, quit, because you're setting the standard for the relationship. So if you're always messaging them first, they're going to think you're always messaging them first. They're also going to see you as like easy, so they don't have to work to get you. Like, you're too available. So if, like I said, that's another thing, like putting all your energy towards this person, you're always talking to them first, you're always thinking about them, then you're setting the standard for the relationship, and then they're going to go find someone else who's not so easy. You need to set your standards. So don't settle for any behavior that is less than you want. And I swear to you, I've never met a man who, if I like leave them on red, they always message again. Every single time they always message again, okay? And I don't leave people on red to like play games. Like, I'll just leave them on red like if I'm busy, or if I like don't, maybe if I don't really like them, or if I'm kind of like not liking their behavior, I'll just like not pursue them. I'll not give my energy to them. They always, always, always message again. Trust me, if they're interested, they're going to message you first and they're going to pursue you. Don't worry. As long as you're sure of that and sure of yourself, it always happens. Then as far as standards, like some men will try to like booty call or, you know, like last minute hangout. Like, no, no. I'm a busy woman. I have goals, I have plans, I have a life. So if you want to hang out with me, you have to pick a time and a date and ask me in advance, and then I'll come with you. Okay? If I'm interested, I'll go with you. If I'm not, I won't. But if, you know, like if you are always available for this person and they're always last minute texting you at night to come over, you're easy. It's they don't have to pursue it. You're not this big wonderful goal that they have to accomplish. You're just always available. So don't always be available. Have a life and set your standards. And if somebody is like trying to talk to you like sexually, let them know, like, I'm not that type of woman. You must be confused with someone else. It ain't me. So a lot of women, I think, like fear like, oh, if I do that, then they're gonna go find someone else. Like, number one, if you do that, they see you as higher value. Number two, if they go find someone else, they're not aligned with you. And if they go find someone else who's easy, they're going to just use them for that. And then they're going to probably come back to you and be like, oh, actually, I want a higher value woman, because we all want high value. Okay. So you're high value. Do not settle for anything less than your standards. Hope what I said here helps you. Comment if you liked this video. I will do more like this. But I'd like to know. I'd like to hear your opinions. All right. Bye. After those last few videos, I opened up a whole can of worms I wasn't ready for. And I've become... When you publicly speak about being single, people are like, oh my god, like, you don't have to be single, like, I'll date you. And it's like, no, I'm not single because I can't date somebody. Okay, yes, I've been single for a long time, because I've been working on me and I know what I want, and I won't settle for any less than what I want. And I'm rare, so of course the person who's going to align with me is going to be rare, but it will be worth the wait. So I'm not single, I'm desperate. Please stay out my inbox. I have literally stalkers who are like exes on my accounts. Okay, so what was I gonna say? They always come back. So my next tip is let's see. What is my next tip? Oh yeah.